Good evening. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Sue, could you do the roll call, please?
Mark Borowski.
Here.
Ori Montiel.
Here.
Carrie Kozlowski. Here. Markel Moore.
Here.
Joseph Como.
Here.
Patrick McCaffrey.
Here.
Anthony Zenobia. Karen Robertson.
Here.
Kelly Piasek.
Here. Mr. Zenobia is excused tonight for the hearing. Sue, can you verify that the meeting's been posted?
Yes, it has.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome, everyone. Tonight we're here for our annual budget hearing pursuant to Wisconsin Statute 120.08. Every school district is required to hold an annual budget hearing following the publication of a proposed budget. The development of a school district's budget is a long-range process that includes several steps to be completed before the end of October. This is one of those steps leading up to final budget adoption and determination of the district financial operating plan and allowable local tax levy to support this plan. Tonight, we are going to begin by having Mr. Clark provide a summary of the 2022-23 preliminary budget. After that, we will open up the meeting to the public for input. Darren.
All right, thank you. The district's annual budget development process began last November and will continue through the end of October when the Board of Education takes action on the final budget and tax levy. The purpose of this public hearing is to provide an opportunity for members of our school community to provide input in the development of the annual budget. The preliminary budget has been published in the Waukesha Freeman on August 27th, with copies also available in the district business office located here at Lindholm Building at 222 Maple Avenue, or on the district's website under the Business Services Department. The final equalization aid and tax rate cannot be calculated until the end of October after the third Friday of September count, which is this coming Friday. So if you have students in our district, please make sure they attend this Friday. And is conducted, and equalized property values are set by the state of Wisconsin on October 1st. And then the last piece, the amount of equalization aid and voucher program participation levels are certified by the Department of Public Instruction on October 15th. The following assumptions have been made to determine a preliminary budget, tax levy, and tax rate. The district revenue limit authority is based on a decrease of 218 resident students and a total revenue limit authority loss of $3.4 million. The level of equalization aid is projected to hold at the prior years, meaning fiscal year 21-22 level, and a 4% increase in equalized property valuation. The operational budget calls for the use of $3.2 million in fund balance, with total revenue in the operational budget of $150,504,664 and total expenditures of $153,710,644. In comparison to last year's final operational budget, total revenues decreased by just under $1.6 million, and expenditures basically held flat with a slight increase of $97,000. Based on these assumptions, the preliminary tax levy is projected to decrease by 3.99%. If the anticipated decrease in the levy is approved at the end of October, it would mark the second year in a row that the local property tax levy and rate has declined. The proposed preliminary tax levy includes the district's continuing to make principal prepayments on the 2018 referendum approved debt issuances. The current pace of principal repayment has the district paying off the debt in 6 years rather than the original 10-year amortization schedule. In total, between the shortening of the debt repayment schedule and timely debt refinancing, the district has saved taxpayers $1,736,841 in interest costs. In looking at the preliminary budget and related tax levy information, it is important to keep in mind that the budgetary assumptions used to create the preliminary budget were based on the best available information when this version of the budget was approved to be brought forward to this hearing. The preliminary budget is in full compliance with state of Wisconsin revenue limit legislation and is the product of a year-long process that included a series of difficult decisions and conversation as the district worked through the challenges of a significant loss of revenue limit authority, inflationary pressure on operational costs, and the continued decrease in resident enrollment.
Thank you, Darren. The public hearing this evening is an opportunity for the members of our school community to share their thoughts and provide input on the budget that has been presented. As mentioned earlier, the final budget and tax levy will be approved and adopted at a future meeting in October. Though tonight is the public's formal opportunity to provide input, I would invite all members of our community to reach out to Mr. Clark, the district's CFO, at any point in the budget development process to share their thoughts and insights or to ask questions. At this time, the board will receive comments from those wishing to speak to any budget issues this evening. Is there anyone that wishes to speak? Nobody has signed up. Thank you. And so without any public comments, that adjourns our hearing. Thank you.